Quick synopsis. Um, Double checking, making sure I'm live. Because honestly, last time I went live, yeah, we're here. Um, Last time we went live, um, nothing saved on Twitch. Um, it was a really odd situation. So everything in that game was basically missing and forgotten. So I just basically wanted to come up with a quick synopsis. So, because I'm doing like this daily, showing every day of the Major League season. So, obviously, I'm really upset that the game that I broadcasted is not appearing. Um, so quickly, what happened was McCutcheon went 3 for 5. Segura went 1 for 1. Then you notice he is out of the game. We will go to that in a minute. Basically, he was sliding into second base, and I had to put in Walker at third base for the rest of the game, and he went 1 for 4. Harper went 1 for 5. Hoskins went 3 for 5. Had a great game. Gregorius 1 for 5. Ryomoto's out of his slump. He is really picking it up. 4 for 5. Quinn 2 for 5. Kingery 1 for 4. Melo went 2 for 3. Did a great job pitching. Home runs by Hoskins and Ryomoto. But just, I guess it's like on the bottom part. It's like you see Nola went 6 2/3 inning, 11 hits, which is a lot of hits. But he did fine. Morgan came in, pitched a third of an inning to get us out of the jam in that inning, and then I had Dominguez pitch the final 2. So he did fine. Did a good job, and Dominguez wound up getting the save. Everybody beat up Musgrove. So it was a successful game. Like I said, then we have that injury, and pretty much concerned about that all game because he was out. And basically, this is what happened. Basically, what happened was Segura was placed on the 68-day DL. He has a torn MCL. So he's pretty much gone for the year. And this is after 5 days after I lose third baseman Alec Baum, pretty much for the year. So it's been a really, really bad year for third basemen for this franchise. So we're just going to have to man up and continue on. Which I think I quickly showed here. I brought up Goslin, and I optioned Irvin back to AAA, and Rocky, he basically got activated from the injured list. He was injured earlier in the year, so at least we get him back, and hopefully we'll be able to do things. So, but at this point, I'm going to turn the mic off, and we're going to continue our season here. I am going 4-man because Rocky, Balsovic, and Wheeler, because basically I can just go with those guys until the Dodgers series, because I'd really like to go Wheeler, Nola, and then Rocky. I don't want to have a fifth starter starting against the Dodgers of all teams. That would be horrendous. Can't really have that happen. So I'm going to turn the mic off now, and it's like, feel free to comment in the comments, and I will reply to you.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Phils have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Chris Archer is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. The pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Kingery is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
1-2 now. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive. Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
2-2. Fouled off. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball well outside. 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that one's wet. Bounced right into the Allegheny. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead. Certainly a home run worthy of show track, and we see here that ball was blasted off the bat at 116 miles an hour. The distance wasn't too shabby either. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins.
The first baseman, number 17.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. A 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Fouled away.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. He brings a more than respectable .357 batting average. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch to him. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Hit out towards second. Newman fields it cleanly. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Ryan Borucki gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now in the box, Kevin Newman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And that misses, ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Kingery's there, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in, Adam Frazier, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First delivery to him on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
This is on the ground over to first. Hoskins has it. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Standing in, Brian Reynolds. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And now a pitch on the way. This one's down to third. Gloved by Walker. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. Philadelphia is on top, 1-0. Settling in now, JT Realmuto. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
The 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Popped him up. Bell onto the grass. He's there and records the first out.
The third baseman.
Now batting, Neil Walker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And right into the shift. But a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 strike now from Archer. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here for Neil Walker. 4th home run for him on the season as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, he's definitely off to a shaky start tonight, giving up 2 home runs in 2 innings. The good news is they were both solo shots. The bad news is the rest of the lineup is salivating in the dugout, waiting for their chance to face him.
At the plate now, Roman Quinn, and he fouls this one off. 287 the average coming in. 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Quinn playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Ground ball right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 56, Ryan Borucki.
Standing in now, Ryan Borucki, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Throw into third. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
Second baseman,
And in steps Scott Kingery. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. ball one.
Ball, 1 strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 1-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Polanco, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Steven Brault enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He drew a base on balls his first time up. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Up top, it's 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-0 now. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, the catcher, JT.
So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Taken but called a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 6 and the Pirates nothing. So that'll bring up Josh Bell. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what are
The first baseman.
Now here's the pitch. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Shot toward right center. Quinn is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Here's Gregory Polanco, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Cole Tucker. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. A step on the bag for 1. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right through it here. It is behind 0-1. Tucker, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hoskins grabs it cleanly.
Batting 8.
Stepping in, Guillermo Heredia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Favorable call in there for a strike. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's Neil Walker. He got a hold.
The 3rd base.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Win.
Digging in to try it again, Roman Quinn. First offering on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the run is Heredia. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Ryan Borucki. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now here's the pitch. Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first two guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
The windup and the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Stephen Brault, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The pitcher.
First pitch on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Pitch is popped up. Walker shading to his right, 1 out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Newman.
Stepping up now, Kevin Newman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Quinn comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Next to the Pirates. The third
Striding
baseman.
in, Adam Frazier. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutchen is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Pirates. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All set for the start of the 4th. Digging in once again, Andrew McCutchen. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah.
Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Scott Kingery. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball back outside.
6 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Heredia. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Bryce Harper. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
6 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Ball back outside.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Coming to the plate now, Brian Reynolds. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location. All 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. McCutchen going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. On the ground to the right side. Kingery's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They still find themselves down 6-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It was a walk in his last trip.
17.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
The 1-1 home. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Hit toward the right side. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit to third. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Cole Tucker is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
A runner at first with no outs here. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Hit hard back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now. Comes set, and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. None out, runners at first and second. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called, one away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Colin Moran will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. Strike one to start the at-bat. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Now a swing and a little ground ball here in front of the mound, which may move the runners over. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, the second baseman, Kevin.
Now to the plate, Kevin Newman. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set and the pitch. Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, dealer, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Adam Frazier is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Pirates get just the one, and that's all. 5 innings complete. Phillies on top, 6-1. Robbie Erlin will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Robbie Erlin.
At the plate, Neil Walker. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Leading off for the Phillies, the third baseman, Neil Walker.
First offering on its way.
Outside, that's a ball.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The center fielder.
Now at the plate, Roman Quinn. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Yasiel Puig will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it. 2 gone. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He was a ground out victim last time up, and the runner will get back standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
At the plate, Scott Kingery, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Scorched to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it 6-1. Zach Eflin enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 57.
Now at the plate, Brian Reynolds. He'll lead things off here in the Pirates' half of the sixth.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Outside, 3-0 now. One out, nobody on. There's ball four.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hit.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Slapped hard the opposite way. McCutchen will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 3.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Cole Tucker. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. Pirates leave 1. They trail 6-1. Bryce Harper will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
The first baseman, number 17.
So now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. Fouled off. A couple of walks for him thus far. The 0-1. Fouled away. No outs, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Line drive to left. Heredia is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, shortstop.
So striding forward now, Didi Gregorius. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Standing in, JT Realmuto. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reynolds has it for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Phillies 7 and the Pirates 1. Bottom of the inning now, so stepping in, Jacob Stallings. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And it's a good start to the inning for the Bucks. It's a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. He'll get it into second.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold him up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
To the plate now, Kevin Newman, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On the ground to the left side, taken in by Gregorius. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And they're going to chip away some more as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. In now, Brian Reynolds. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
And the tag gets him, but a run is in to score away from the play. Runner at second, 1 away, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0. 4 runs here in this half inning. And then this is low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The count now at 2-2. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Throw won't get him at first, an infield single, and it's first and third now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Ball and strike. Morgan is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking deeper.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from 3rd. Coming to the plate now, Cole Tucker. And their runners at the corners now. In there, 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Lined but speared on a hop. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Phillies lead it 7-5. Richard Rodriguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Neil Walker. He leads things off here in what's now a very close ball game.
Neil Walker.
First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Count 1-0.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him as they open up an 8-5 lead. Nick Williams will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Phillies. Number 5, Nick Williams.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Andrew McCutchen, 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. But the Phils tack on 1 more on this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Pirates 5. Victor
attention,
Arano
please.
is on to pitch
Now
out of the
pitching for
bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64.
Digging in now, Jacob
Arano.
Stallings, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Ball one, no pickup.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Jacob Stallings.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Hoskins will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for out number 2. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Here he comes again. 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
The second baseman, Kevin Newman.
In now, Kevin Newman. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 8 full. Phillies lead this one 8-5. Nick Berti enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Scott Kingery, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Reynolds is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Bryce Harper will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Polanco on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. David Robertson comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 30, David Robertson.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Number 10, Ryan.
An outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Line toward right center. And a clean base hit, so he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Josh Bell the next to hit. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, hit sharply on the ground. There's one, and he's out on the tag, but they do play to run on the play. Into the box now, Gregory Polanco. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Again, another foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Line drive to center field. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ryan Borucki gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Chris Archer was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. David Robertson hammers down the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.